shall be mine. Victory or death.
So, we're facing... I'm going to assume this is Zoo. I like Arathi okay, but I really want a Waraxe. Frothing is okay here, but I'm going to keep Bloodhoof Brave on 4 and mulligan really hard for a Waraxe. Really, really hard. And I didn't get it, but we still got early game. Malcrook saved us, or at least intimidated the opponent enough. So it's Zoo. We have a lot of early game cards in our deck somewhere. Blood to Ichor is okay, but we're gonna hold out for a weapon instead of trying to drop that on honestly a low value target. I'd rather combo that with some kind of whirlwind effect. So Voidwalker, second Flame Imp. And this is what happens with Zoo sometimes. If you don't draw your Waraxe, you're gonna have a bad time. Alright. Here is the question. Do I Fierce Monkey and try and stem the tide a little bit? He still has board, and he's going to get into tap land pretty soon. Do I save coin for something else? I think I'm in a position where I should probably Fierce Monkey. I gotta stem the tide somehow. I gotta make him use some resources, whether it's creatures or otherwise. That 4 health's pretty big because it makes some good trades. I'm just hoping my turn 3 is not Acolyte of Pain, because that is very passive. Well, that's awful. Okay, we don't want a Knife Juggler. Make it on board. We're close. We're so close to making out of this alive. Alright.
Let the pain speak to me.
I guess the question now is, do I let him Power Word Tentacles and just make him think he's okay? Deny a card draw, that's fine. Battle Rage can get me back in the game later. And tappity tap, don't come back. Alright. Oh, Whirlwind is good here. Do we greet it? I think I would rather not screw around, but I hate having 2 Whirlwind effects. Let's see here. If I try and greed a little bit, because I can clear this right now, and he may have some other power plays. This will leave me at the 3/3 on the board. It swings the board back my way. I can Blood to Ichor, Bloodhoof Brave next turn, or charge. I think that's optimal instead of trying to get him to put more stuff on the board, because what would be the worst case scenario is him dropping an Imp Gang boss. So, it's a 3/2, excuse me. I could have made that a 3/3, but that was... Okay, that's 2 careless plays that made 2 games in a row. I just need to slow down. So we dodge the Forbidden Ritual, if you can call that a dodge.
I have an axe to grind.
That doesn't exactly play around Power Overwhelming. So that losing that 1 health might be key there. So there's the Councilman a turn too late. That's exciting.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
And... okay, we're in business. Alright. We're not dead versus Zoo. We've survived the early onslaught. Okay, Fierce Monkey's really good here. Ugh. Okay, I can still get a decent Battle Rage. We kill the Slime. We leave up the Abusive Sergeant, which is not awesome. But there are alternatives. So, Battle Rage. 2 mana for 2 is reasonable. Ravaging Ghoul is an excellent draw. Slam's an excellent draw. Let's get the engine out of there. So Malcrook could be good next turn as well. And let's see. He's going to get the initiative on the board. Oh my god. That is... You really, really want me to play Ravaging Ghoul here. You really do. I can't pass this up. I can't. That's the second Tentacles. I can't. I just can't. We get bored. We get everything. We'll save Blood to Ichor in case we need to deal 1 damage for a ping. Oh, man. So far surviving two careless plays. That's, like I said, that's some amateur hour crap right there that I've done so far. It's probably not how you pronounce it. We are definitely keeping Ravaging Ghoul, but we really want a Waraxe. Is that 2 games in a row where we did not draw a Fiery Waraxe? And we won? I will take that. Ooh! Ooh, that's a good draw. Alright. Bloodhoof Brave is good as well. We just need something early. Of course, this may not be Zoo. It's probably Zoo. Could be Zoo that missed a draw. But now my dogs are trying to do subliminal things in the background, like making random noises, and are like, lose your focus. Okay, it's Zoo. Waraxe would be a wonderful top deck here. There we go. It's not so bad. Sometimes you just ask and you receive. The power of Hearthstone, right? I'm kind of hoping he doesn't drop a Dark Peddler here. I prefer to have a card that's actually a 2-for-1. But I can't think of too many other 2-drops. Okay, 3-drop. Ooh, Imp Gang Boss. Is it worth it to put 2 little tokens on the board? I think so. Because that plays into Ravaging Ghoul pretty well. Or, you know what? I don't even need the Blood to Ichor. Could totally just hit once, Ravaging Ghoul. It's the same effect. I can say that because we have good taunts coming. So that's still 1-1 on the board. But it's better than his other threat. And we have another Ravaging Ghoul, so that is an awesome thing to have in pocket. I just hate burning through all my whirlwinds super fast.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
But I'm gonna have to. Alright. Or, you know, maybe we don't. The thing is that I've found, especially in the Hunter matchup, which I'm still struggling with for some reason, that I'm burning a little too hard through my whirlwind effects early game and not saving them for stuff that matters later. So if I can just Arathi Weaponsmith... I mean, here's the difference. We have the Weaponsmith, we develop a weapon, we have a 3-3 on the board. Versus we get a 2-1 and a 2-2, but we have no more ways to clear the board. I think this is smarter. But both lines of play are definitely viable. I'm just trying to think longer term. What are the solutions he can tap into? I did cut one Whirlwind specifically because I wasn't facing as much Zoo. And if we get more Whirlwinds in here, or if we do face more Zoo, I'd probably cut an Armorsmith to put a Whirlwind back in. Although cutting a 2-drop minion is always a little dicey. So, he's trying to give us these sweet, sweet trades. I guess we go Frothing here. Yeah, it seems fine. Go Frothing. Just get the board. Play around the PO. Redevelop Cairn next turn. See how much smoother that game went because I have Arathi Weaponsmith in there. People say, yeah, the 2-2 weapon is not very good, but it's still a weapon. Malcrook. Ooh, we played around that. Does that change my play here? I think we do just throw up a taunt. I mean, I could trade into this. Huh. Okay, what's the alternative? If we play a taunt and just ignore it, we can start going face. We can keep board control and wear him out. I think the honest answer is versus Zoo, we want to wear him out. So 4/4, 3 mana for 4 mana. He didn't get his combo. Okay, that's fine. I mean, it'd be a disaster if he could Malcrook with Bloodhoof Brave, especially if he's playing Dark Iron Dwarf. So we don't want that. Definitely don't want that. Alright, so Forbidden Ritual. Oh, this is going to be a really good turn 7. Oh, this is going to be a really good turn 7. Alright. It's too bad we can't sneak an Armorsmith in there too. But you still have a Whirlwind in pocket. You have 4/4 Cairn. If I'd left Ravaging Ghoul up there and put this taunt, like I said, that would have been great for me. But we can't always live the dream, so that's fine. Oh, this is a curve. This is a curve with a weapon. Ooh, I really want Waraxe in the Warrior matchup, though. But I'm a little scared to ditch this. Okay, Kor'kron Elite. We'll ditch you. No, we won't. We're on coin. We'll keep that. This lets us bait out a little bit like we're Control Warrior for a second. Okay, Blood to Icar, so that's not terrible. I'm not 100% certain because I know Fiery Waraxe is such an important card in this matchup. You see, he has his, so he's already at an advantage. We have Armor Smith here. Alright. It's like you want the Waraxe. Keeping your 4 drops is a little bit marginal, but my rule of thumb at least used to be if you have your 2 and 3 drops, it's a little safer. Alright. That's a little annoying. I could slow roll this in Battle Rage. I think that's a cute play. I don't know if that's the right play. It's a, oh god, it's a Battle Rage for 1. It's absolutely the wrong play. Alright. Leroy Corcron. Corcron. Whatever you call it. Once again, just trying to deny him X targets. He is denying me a Battle Rage right now, though, so we're not all uneven. So there's yours. He still gets to keep his weapon. Alright, I think it's okay for me. This will let me develop a Battle Rage later. So I can just Arathi here. If he Harrisons it and draws a card, whatever. It's Malcrook that I'm worried about getting Harrison, but I'm not even running Harrison. I guess part of what I found before was that most of the times playing Tempo War, you can see when I'm usually ending my games here, is that I don't really care about when things are done. So Blood to Ichor, so he wants more things. Alright. Well, the good news, oh man, the real good news is that we can kill this. I guess the question is, do we slam it? Because we can leave the slime up too. We are just 1 mana off of making an exceptional play. So I think we slam for card draw. I can take a little more damage right now. Alright. That's annoying. Well, we'll play this now.
Be thirsty.
I mean, I could have Icared twice and saved some life. And leave nothing on the board. I feel so sloppy playing today. So slam into that, that's okay. I'm ahead on cards. I don't have a good Battle Rage yet, so there's his Weaponsmith. Alright. Acolyte's alright. We could go for a big card draw turn. Or I can just kill this. I think killing that's just better. Doesn't give him as much of a Battle Axe play. Still lets us Battle Rage. So I'm gonna need to find some more answers. There's a Waraxe, there's an answer. There's a Bloodhoof Brave, there's an answer. Alright, so I am 5 cards on his 4 with a token and a creature. He has a weapon in hand. It's going to be interesting.
Armor made to fit.
How do we want to push this? I'm pretty sure with this board state we need to Waraxe. Well, we got a second Waraxe now. I don't really need the other token, do I? So I guess I can just Ichor the Weaponsmith. It leaves the Bloodhoof Brave at 2. it plays around execute, because he has to run something into it at first. That seems fine. Yeah, one of the things I've been learning from watching some other people play from time to time is to not be so scared of not getting your token. Sometimes that 1 mana for 1 damage is just good in of itself. Plus we have some of our endgame in hand. Plus we have a little bit more card draw. Plus we have another weapon. So now we've just got to survive his bomb. So is one of those cards an execute? Okay, good. We did play around that successfully. And there's another Korkron. So okay, we have the answers for this. Our life's going to go a little lower than I'd like in the process, but we do have the answers for this. Alright. So he's in top deck mode now. We need him to not draw into Doom Hammer. So you do me a solid and not Doom Hammer here. We also have got to watch our health total really, really hard. Okay, Bloodhoof Brave is good there. Alright. Yeah, I don't even think we develop weapon. I think we just Korkron the Armor Smith. That seems fine. That plays around a lot of what he can do, and it lets us hit this little fancy shield button here. So control the board, control the tempo, potentially get a really good Varian turn. Unless he top deck Varian, which in that case I will be none too pleased. But we have tempo. Saddest Battle Rage. Don't be Ragnaros, please. I don't want you to be Ragnaros. Okay. Well, if we have to trade these... Ooh, we don't have to. Alright. Varian can wait a turn. We'll just take the win. Okay, 3 sloppy plays in a row early on. Recent foe would like to be my friend. Is the message here. Zoso. Whew, I dodged one there, that's for sure. Let's see. For sure, I dodged one there. So top, we'll just look at chat real quick, just because I know I have the bottom left lock. Top Keck, Cunt, Kappa, for sure. I dodged one there. Good game. Oh, name and shame. Can't even type right. Oh look, harass on stream. It's fun. Let's see what we got. We still want our Waraxe. This is also a curve. I'm not too keen on keeping Slam though. Not against Warrior. We're getting some marginal mulligans here, but we'll see if we can carry the day. Okay, Frothing Berserker. Alright. Well, the good news is that we have a coin play. And he didn't develop anything on the board, so he has to respond. Armorsmith. Armorsmith's pretty passive. Frothing tips our hand. He has to react to the board. The alternative is Armorsmith, and it lets me potentially play a Bloodhoof or a Wrathy, or save a coin for later. I think I'll Armorsmith. It's the flexibility at the end of the day. Although Frothing is a good aggressive play too versus other decks, but if this is like a Warrior, we could run into some issues. Oh, Doomsayer. Well, I did certainly dodge one there. Unfortunately, I don't have an execute, so just pass.
Strike.
Definitely the right call. So I'll accept that. So now that we know that he's playing Doomsayer, that doesn't really inform. Well, that informs me that he's playing Cthulhu. Sup, Cthulhu friend. Switch you out here. So Cthulhu Control Warrior means we got to watch out for big armor plays. I don't necessarily know if Doomsayer fits in Cthulhu very well, but he got it on turn 2, so it fits him just fine. Let's see. Is he going to just go for the kill? Alright. We'll take the weaponsmith and set up the battle mage. We don't have a very clean play, though. Which is a little annoying. I still think it's better to weaponsmith, even if it makes us float a mana. I mean, the alternative is like ravaging. Well, we got some decent 7 mana plays, so I can accept that. Plus, we're not giving him a very juicy weapon target. Now, Control Warrior is one of those matchups, so I'd be very comfortable running Harrison, because you know you're going to draw through your deck, so eventually you'll get it. But my goal here is going to be to put pressure. But one of the things that I say again is that typically standard Control Warrior, I think, tends to be a little better or a little worse than Cthulhu, especially now that he has his armor up bot, because of the fact that you have just well, how do you put it? You have all this minion pressure that you got to deal with, and it's pretty sad. So we'll take that, and we'll just point out Karen. This at least survives a brawl. We have a lot of frothings, and we've got the board. He's got turn 7. He's on 8/8 Cthulhu. I can see that little marker on the overlay. You guys can't. Warhowl. That is going to inform my choice here a little bit. I mean, the big thing about Gorehowl is that you just have to eat it eventually. So if we can do some damage, we kind of want to play around Brawl a little bit. We'll throw a Korkron out there. Said if he's not going to be armoring up here, which is his win condition with Cthulhu Warrior, then I'm going to at least try and put some damage on for him. Because he's already got tank up. Okay, Ravaging. Interesting. Interesting. We're making him use his primary resources now. So that's a plus. And a second Doomsayer. Alright, execute here would be fantastical. We can kill the Doomsayer though. So that's fine. So let's hear, that's 6 damage, then 7 with the Whirlwind. Alright. So a double Doomsayer Cthulhu Warrior. I'm still not sure. But the annoying thing is he has bought himself some more time. So maybe there is a case to be made. The big thing is that I've got to make him exhaust his removal resources without playing into Brawl. Okay, is he actually executing this one too? No, okay. I was about to say, it's like, there's no way you execute that. Okay, now we gotta worry about Twin Imps and all that junk. So let's see here. You know, we may just YOLO Varian next turn. I don't really like Gormashing without an activator. So we'll just try and use our mana wisely and see what he does with the board. We know his Doomsayers are out. I don't want to, I don't want to Varian before he brawls. So it's going to depend on what he gets. Obviously, we're not going to be able to go over the top for the win. So those 2 Doomsayers may have denied me damage I would have otherwise done to his face. Interesting. Okay, 1 brawl. He played his top deck brawl. And his Ravaging will survive, which is a little annoying. Second is chosen. Alright. He's on 1 card. I promised myself I would play percentages here. He top decked a Brawl, and he played it pretty fast. So it is possible that he was already thinking of brawling in his turn 4 cards of Brawl. Varian is a much stronger play to assert the board back, or at least do something, get some more cards, get deeper, because if we go to Fatigue, he's going to win. And if he drops 10 Emperors, I'm in trouble because I don't have executes. Let's dig.
Behold the armies of Stormwind.
Maybe we'll get some taunts. Maybe we'll get something good. Blood to Ichor's okay. It activates Grom. Acolyte of Pain's good. Ragnaros is really good. This will probably bait out the second brawl if he has it. And it goes onto the Disciple of Cthulhu because Rag is not very cooperative. Oh, if that had just gone face. Alright, well. Hopefully this means good things for me. Hopefully this does. So tank up. What does he have for 8 mana? Bran. Okay. We escaped that one.
Well played. I can wait no longer.
Ever so barely, I feel like.
Taste my blade.
Like I said, the big thing is just you gotta put pressure.
Glory of Stormwind.
And that's how you beat the Control Warrior. Alright, so we're doing pretty stable here, and we're win streaking again, so that's good. Alright, 4-0. By the way, I did play games off camera. I actually go in a pretty zen state when I'm playing on my phone lately. Deck Tracker doesn't necessarily know it, but let me take a look real quick because not all of my stats are recorded on Deck Tracker. The one of the games that are recorded on Deck Tracker, I'm 8-1, and then there's another 4-0. So since switching to Arathi Weaponsmith, I've gone 12-1. Good change.